In the last video with this old four-wheeler, I got it to run, and then I forgot about it for 9 months as I worked on other things. But now I'm back to it, and I'm going to try and drive it this time. So I'm going to get to it. So my barn was very full of projects, and this one somehow managed to get stacked into the back. As you can see from the last time, I took the front end off. That was so that I could rebuild the brake master cylinder and clean out all the brake lines, which I did, and I got those working well. And so I need to get that put back on. But the only thing stopping this thing from going is the throttle cable and the brake cable, which I got both of those in yesterday and checked them to make sure they were right, and the throttle cable was not. It's close, but I couldn't find one for a 92 Yamaha Big Bear, which is what this is. All I could find was 93 and up, and I thought, well, those will probably work, and the few images that I got seemed close enough, and so I ordered it. And it actually, here where it goes into this box and then divides back, well, not back, but where it goes from one cable, connects to this, and then goes to two cables coming off of there, I just need this front cable. The back cables worked fine. This one was broken. Well, the 92 does not have this. It's just a cable that comes to a direct stop here. 93 and up, there's this threaded bit and then a nylon tube that extends out, and I guess that threads directly into the carburetor. I'm not too sure, but it didn't work for my application. So instead of waiting and ordering a new cable, I just cut a sleeve off of an old cable that I had, stuck it over that, put the metal wires back in to strengthen it up, and just stuck it in there. And it seems to work just fine. So there's that. Went ahead and did that. Today I'm going to get the brake cable attached, and that is just completely seized. It won't do anything at all. So while the front end's off, I'm going to get that going. Other than that, I've got all these random wires that come to the back to the battery, and the way that I did it before is there's two starter solenoids. There's one hanging here and then one up top, and just a bunch of random wires. And so instead of trying to just deal with this mess, I'm probably just going to take all these wires out and do a quick rewiring for what I basically need. And then the battery tray bottom is completely gone, so I'm going to have to rig something up for the battery tray. So throttle cable, brake cable, battery, wiring, and tray. Already did the throttle cable. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to have to do to get this cable off is I'm going to have to disconnect this wing nut from the cable itself. And then it's connected in this post, so I'll have to pop it out of there. And then we'll go to the front, and where the cable comes in on the front, it's going to come through this, so I'll have to line up all three of these slots so that the cable can come out. And on the bottom of that, we'll have to turn it to get it out of there. Once we get them out of both ends, I'm just going to have to find wherever it's routed and pull it out of there. And with all the camouflage tape and green paint scraped off, that is going to wrap it up for this one. I was going to take it around the little backyard track and get a time to compare it to the go-karts that I built in earlier episodes, but there are, I think, some bearings that are bad in it. It has some pretty bad squealing, and the carburetor is not actually working very well, so I've got a little bit more work to do. So next time you see it, I'm going to make it look a little bit better. I'm going to get some mechanical problems sorted out, get the carburetor working a little bit better, and that'll finish it up for it, as I'm just going to use this thing as a kind of a yard tool more than a toy. I'm not going to do a whole lot of modification or changing it. So next time you see it, we'll be finishing it up. So thanks for watching.